Okay, so now first thing I'll start with is my 5 volts power, 5 volts wire to my power bus channel. Then ground. And let's see, looking at the circuit, I think next I want to take some like a jumper wire, and one jumper wire I'm going to go from the negative, the positive bus channel to, see, I'll do row 16. Okay, and then I'm going to take another jumper wire and go from the negative channel to row 14. Okay, so whatever I plug in row 14 will go to ground. Whatever I plug in row 16 will go to 5 volts. So now I'm going to take my my potentiometer, and the way I'll do this is, this is a pretty big component, so I'll have the the 2 pins. Like for me, these 2 pins are facing the Arduino board, so this top one will go in row 14, bottom one in row 16. Now this middle pin will be in row 15, but it's on the other side of the board in column F. And then I'll take a jumper wire, and I'll go from, let's see, I'm going to be using the analog port A, and I'll go here to row 15, and I'll use column H. All right, so that way the wiper, the middle pin, which is the wiper, it's going, it's sending the reading from the voltage to this, to port A0. Put my knob on here. And then, I have my pin going to ground, and then the other pin going to, in this case, like really this pin is pin 1, and then pin 3 is going to 5 volts. All right. All right, next I'll have another jumper wire, and this time I think I'll go down to, I use pin or row 27, column A, and then I'm going to the positive column. Then let's see, see if I can get this in there, row 26, and then I'm going to the negative column. All right, now I take my servo motor, and I have a 3-pin header in there. And actually the servo motor that I have, most of them actually have marked on there what does what. So for pin 1, and it's marked on here, which one is pin 1. It's usually marked by an arrow or a notch. So in my case, pin 1 is the black wire going in, and then usually the black wire on your motor is ground. The white wire for me is just signal, and then the red wire is going to 5 volts. So let's see, go this way. Well, because my middle wire is in 5 volts here, I have to adjust this a little bit. I'm going to take my jumper wire that's going to the power. I'm going to go in row 28. So that way when I plug this in, The black wire is in row 26. And I'll just go in column C. The middle wire is in row 27, and then the red wire is in row 28, going to 5 volts. Right. Now for that signal, this white wire here, it needs to receive a signal, and that signal is going to be the digital signal that's coming out of pin 9. And so I'll go out of pin 9 into row 27. Okay. And then for my capacitors, remember these have polarity, and so notice the black stripe with the minus sign on the side of the capacitor. This indicates the side where the cathode is, and this is the leg that we need to connect to ground. So the way they're wired in our circuit is that we'll go, let's see, I can actually go here where my motor, let's see, row pin 26, that's going to ground. Then row 28 is going to 5 volts. Then up here, see, row 14 is going to ground. Then row 16 is going to 5 volts. All right, put her here. All right, so there you have it. The circuit's all built up, and so now let's move on to start programming this.